Alright, for our third tutorial, yes, this is yours truly, again, for those who are listening outside and the wider world. Alright, using the cell property to copy cells. So I'm going to still use this this interface that this code here that I developed, but I'm going to make some changes in this code. I'm going to still use this workbook.sheet because I'm working in this sheet, but instead of using the range property, let me just take out all of this. I am going to say use the cell property instead. So if I put dot cell, right, cells, I could now select which cell that I want to work in, right? I think this would be column, no, this will be row 1, column 1, right? And then I could use the same command select. Let's try this first, because I still want to tidy up whether or not if this is row on this side here and column on this side, or column on this side or row on this side. Let's run this command. Right, fine. What if I change it to 3 here? Then I'll be able to know where's the row and where's the column. Run. Right, let me see where is it. So we figure out what's going on there already. Row is on this side, column is on this one, this entity. So this is the column here and this is the row. Column 1, no, row 1, my bad, column 3. Row, column. So you get it? Alright, because look at this. Row 1, column 3. And if I put 2 and I run it, alright, row 2, column 3. So at least we clear up that now. The first coordinate is the row, and the next one is the column. We selected that. Now the interesting thing about doing this cell property, I mean, all we just doing is just selecting. You understand what I'm saying? With my partner name down in the back there. Yes, and this is Marlon, who is part of our class. I'll put up a picture for you all to see him for the wider world. Alright? It doesn't make sense keep on selecting columns. We should be adding a value at least to the column. So you just add a value and put my age. Right? And I'm going to put it back in 1, row 1, column 1. And I'm going to add a value using the value. So you see we learning coding here now. And I'm going to put my age 25. Dot value equal 25. And let's save and run this. Oh my goodness, you see it come up there? 25. Seen it? Now if I was to put where's my age now? 15. Right? 15 years old. And by the way, Bridgman is very young, but she excelled well at CXC and they just decided to promote her into university. She got actually 22 distinctions, all the subjects that you could think about. Right, so we're going to run it here now, and we see it update that property one time. Right? Let me get a little difficult. Let's get a little difficult. Let me write some more code here. More code. Let me copy something from one value to the next and so on. So I'm going to leave that value in cell 11 as 15. But instead of doing that, I'm going to equal this now. And I'm going to copy this whole entire sheet like this. This is what I'm going to do. Copy every single thing. Right? I'm going to make some changes here. I'm going to equal it to this. Paste. Make some changes here. Delete this. Put this at row 1, column. Right. Let me leave it at 1 and column row 3. Right. Let me just look at this code properly here. This workbook cell 11.value is equal to this workbook. Right, dot sheet is the same thing that I copy now, and I'm putting it on sheet 1 dot cell, but I'm just moving it from 3 to 1 dot value. I want to copy whatever is in row 1, whatever is the value, and make it the value of row 3 1. Right? So we add in some values here now. You see how long that statement is? Let me just show it in full screen. I don't even have a word wrap option in here, boy. So at least we could see it. So we have be scrolling all, you know. Right. Let me just run this property and see if this work. Run. Oh my goodness, where did it go? Where did my value go to? Where did my value go to? Anybody can tell me where my value go to? Let me look at the code again one more time. Because whatever value is in cell 1 1, you see what I do there? I was supposed to put the value here. And whatever values this would have been up here. So let me run this again and then I'll explain it afterwards. You see what happened just now there? Whatever was in this value, make it equal to the cell value 1 1. See what happened there? So when I only had it up here alone, the value was in here was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. No, don't freeze up on me now. Alright? So whatever value was this workbook, let this whatever is equal to this value here. I see if I say value equal 25 equal 22. Alright? If I run it, I get a false statement there. Because this piece of code here is incorrect because there is no value here before. So a value must be placed in the cell in order for it to execute. Proper syntax of the command. Seen it? So what I have done basically was to take this particular value that was in this that was on this range 3 1 row 3 column 1 and place it in A. Alright? We're going to be doing a lot more of this afterwards in terms of adding more values and everything when we look at our next tutorial. Alright? Let me expand this.